Welcome to the XERFIX channel. In this video, I'll tell you what happened in episode 63, what moments from the series you didn't notice, and what the new characters are hiding. The beginning of the episode looks as unusual as possible. We see the cameraman firing a gun at the Skibidis and successfully killing them. But then, the toilet helicopters come to help. And for some reason, cameraman didn't even try to shoot them. Judging by the way he is holding the gun, I think it's very heavy for him, and that's why he couldn't lift it up to kill them. In the end, they destroyed the equipment with the squad with their missile strikes, and almost the cameraman faints. An interesting fact I noticed is that the other agents don't take any action, but just go desperately forward. As usual, Plunger Man strives to fight. They try to copy him. Cameraman is lying down, watching his enemies kill his comrade. And then he switches to the operator, but he is stopped by the beam of anti-parasitic cannon. He turns around, and a new, cool character appears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, put a like and a bell to not miss new videos on the channel. It's been too many episodes, but only true fans of the show could remember or rewatch episode 24 to realize that this is exactly the Speakerman that was in it. He was ordinary then, but now he's changed a lot. We already have an extraordinary character, it's Speakerwoman, but all special characters look different. I think some people always wonder why they can't make more of them. 1. It would lead to a quicker end of the series, or the new episodes could not be so exciting. I am sure that it is her husband because they basically look alike, and look at his shape. He looks big and pumped up. Also, he has a knife in his hands with which he jumps and stabs them into Skibidi's head. Then cameraman asked him for help, but he didn't help him like the other agents did. But on the contrary, he refused to help him. Maybe he was resentful that he was in contact with his wife, or if he touched his hand, then he would have died somehow, because if the cameraman was killed, we wouldn't have seen the end. Also, further interesting shots where the agents were going to go somewhere in an anti-parasitic car. I think they were going to go to the battlefield where everyone will meet in the future. Unfortunately, we didn't let them do it. The human-like toilet from last episode, he's pretty strong. First, he just hit their car, and then he picked him up and threw him right into the building. His partners flew in to help him. Helicopters again, and now he's very confident. But suddenly, he's scared. That's right, because the agents have something new. Look at this. The agents were able to control the toilets with a glitch grab in episode 54. Cameraman's friend with the plungers was able to do a lot of experiments on the toilet, with the help of which he was able to give his friend one of the new and better abilities, which gives a big advantage over the enemies. Most likely, this technology was going to be used for other actions. But with what happened, gave this technology to an experienced fighter, as well as built in him many new advantages, especially for the Plunger Man. One of the agents began to laugh with him because he with his legs climbed into the toilet, but in response, he gets Plunger in the face. It would seem that the jokes are over, but cameraman coming out of the toilet, he showed him the middle finger for laughing. I already said in the analysis of 62 series that in each version it is different, and such a case has already been, in the end, at the end of the rescue of their allies. They show a finger up, which meant the job was done, only unexpectedly killed. Skibidi stood up, but just at that moment, the beaten big Speakerman was returning to his own and was able to turn on his speaker from the back and then finish him off with a knife. It seemed like it was time to finish everything. But then another enemy arrives, whom we saw in the last episode with serious intentions. Well, something he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, because just at that moment, helicopters with agents and 2 Titans were flying by. They knocked him out of the way without even noticing and flew on, I think, to the scientist and G-Man. About the weapons, firearms with which cameraman successfully destroys the toilets, in the forceful recoil and the subsequent explosion of the toilets, We can assume that this weapon shoots massive projectiles. That is, it is no longer lasers, which were previously used very often. It seems that after the events in the 55th series, when they attacked the skull, but the damage did not pass. Eventually, the agent's engineers decided to improve their technology, so that in the case of some sudden bosses, this agent also managed to survive 2 missile attacks, which makes him really unusual. In the future, we will be able to see who filmed it to see how he survived. But it could have been someone from the previous series. By the way, this SPEAKERMAN is as serious as TV Man from 56 series. Apparently, some characters put others above themselves or just want to reach their goal faster, and they don't need the weak. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and put a bell to not miss new videos. Another moment from the series. How with the use of Glitch Toilet killed 2 helicopters, Skibidi Man was a bit in shock and does not understand what is happening like all the viewers. But after we saw Plunger Man, we immediately realized what is the matter. This is a legendary High's return to the series. What we were waiting for tells us that the agents in the technological plan really went very far once could do, so that he, at the time of acceleration, did not die. I mean, they didn't just give him this toilet as a vehicle that you can start and drive. I mean, they came up with a system where the body doesn't explode into pieces from such a huge speed. If you pay attention, you can see some things that he put in his hands, and there's a kind of energy shell. It's very cool. Also, we could see a secret agent in the background. I wonder what he is preparing for now and what he plans to do next. Because if there will be a big battle where all the agents and Skibidis will gather, then only one of the groups will survive. Also in this series, we see a surviving white SPEAKERMAN. From the last series, let me remind you that there was a brutal attack led by Scientist and G-Man, and how he was able to survive in this battle remains a mystery, which may have something to do with Da Fook. Note that cameraman Titan in his hand holding a new weapon, or is it his hammer? As well as flying machines, which are usually used to move engineers or ordinary cameramans. You can see the airplane's SPEAKERMANs, and also some rare airplane, in which even I am afraid to imagine who could be. In the initial episodes, something similar we saw, but this is a little different. Perhaps there are TV Mans, although illogical, as they can teleport, or just this elite group of Reds led by Speaker Woman. Do not forget that the series was released for 2 minutes because of the delay due to the author's illness. But this is even better, so that there will be more series that we can see. This is the 2nd series that was made for such a long time. There is a chance to see a series of 2 minutes, but if now it will happen, it seems that the series will end at 70 series, which would be a shame. I want to say that we will continue to expect the same grandiose series in which we will see great battles and plot development. We will also have to think about what was going on behind the scenes and think about where the unusual characters appeared. Because if soon there will be an end, then we will never know what the reason is, or we will be shown a small closing trailer at the end, how everything happened, and we will all miss this series. Well, this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.